Hey, what is up, guys? WWE Forever 98. Getting right down to it. Let me just start off with a mini rant because I don't want to waste too much time. Now, I had a blog TV chat, and I was also on Twitter. And throughout the whole fucking pay-per-view, besides Rey Mysterio and CM Punk, people bitched and moaned. Whether it wasn't extreme enough or the match was boring, I couldn't stand it. It went as far as that I couldn't even talk in my own blog TV chat because these idiots were just bashing the pay-per-view. Now let me just say something. Number one, if you honestly thought that this pay-per-view was going to be extreme, you needed to have your head checked, alright? Because last year's wasn't extreme, and this year's was obviously not going to be extreme. I mean, people thought there was going to be buckets of bloodshed all over the place, and when that didn't happen, they were up in arms, alright? It's a PG era, alright? What the hell do you expect? If you want to see blood, if you want to see extreme, go watch old ECW, and that's all I have to say. Because it honestly got to a point where people had sky-high expectations, and it was like they couldn't be pleased no matter what. I mean, Jesus Christ. I don't know. Mr. Perfect or Andre the Giant could come back from the dead and they'd have something to bitch about. Oh yeah, he didn't look too good. I didn't like how WWE made him look. Yeah, whatever. People have too high of expectations. I didn't have any expectations besides, Rey Mysterio and CM Punk, and it was matched, right? That was the only expectations I had for this pay-per-view. And guess what? I thought this pay-per-view was phenomenal. Alright, I don't care what anybody says. I thought it was phenomenal. But you know what? The people who think it sucked obviously had way too high of expectations. But that was my mini rant. Let me review the show. So we open up the show, and it was supposed to be Triple H versus Sheamus, but Triple H's music hits, he's not there. We go backstage, and we see that Sheamus and Triple H are fighting. Sheamus hits Triple H with the steel pipe, and Triple H gets medical attention, so we don't know if the match is going to go on. Then we have ShoMiz come out. They cut a promo. Teddy Long comes out, and ShoMiz was basically saying there's no competition. Teddy Long comes out, and he announces a Gauntlet Match, and the winner of the match, if ShoMiz won, then whatever, but whoever beat ShoMiz would get a title match tomorrow night on Raw. So the first tag team was John Morrison and R-Truth. They got disqualified after John Morrison didn't break a submission hold. You then have MVP and Mark Henry, but MVP got hit with a knockout punch and Miz pinned him. So the two were eliminated. Then we come down to the Hart Dynasty. Immediately, the Hart Dynasty hit a heart attack seconds into entering and win the match, and they get a title match tomorrow night on Raw. Decent match, but it was a fun opener, 2 stars. CM Punk's here on the line, Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk. This was a very good match that got adequate time, which I was very happy about. I really wanted this match to get time. Midway through this match, Gallows and Serena got ejected from ringside, which, kind of made you think that Rey may actually win this match. But a mystery man attacked Rey on the outside. He came from under the ring, and he attacked Rey. Punk rolled him back in and hit the GTS, and he won. So the rumor is that was Joey Mercury, so we'll see what happens there. Probably revealed on SmackDown. But this was a damn good match. Very impressed, 3.5 stars. Then we had a strap match between Shad Gaspard and JTG. This match was decent at best. Shad had JTG choked on his back. He had him into the straps, and he was carrying him like a sack, like Santa Claus. Stupid comparison, but you know what I mean. And while Shad was touching the turnbuckles, JTG was also too. So when they went to the last one, JTG hit his new finisher, I don't even know what the hell it's called, and touched the last turnbuckle to win. So WWE has officially fucked up Shad's heel push. Way to go. And these guys, I thought Shad would actually have some success, but it looks like, he's just going to be another one that's going to be released by the end of this year. Match was okay, but it should have gotten 5 minutes the max and went over that. 1.25 star. And then we had an Extreme Rules match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Randy Orton versus Jack Swagger. This was a very good match. Now, this is one of the matches that people were very upset about in my blog chat because it wasn't extreme enough. I'm not even going to get into that. You know my feelings. But you had some sick spots. You had trash can headshots on Swagger by Randy Orton, which echoed throughout the arena. It was sick. And then Randy went for an RKO onto a chair, but Swagger countered and he threw Orton onto the chair, and Orton's back just hit it hard. But Swagger hit the gut wrench and it got the win. He retained, and I'm really glad that Swagger got over clean. I really enjoyed this match. Very, very good. I'd like to see this feud continue. It looks like it will because Orton hit an RKO on Swagger after the match. 3 3/4 star. And then we had a street fight between Sheamus and Triple H. Outside the trainer's room, Todd Grisham says that Triple H has not been cleared to wrestle, but then all of a sudden the door opens and out walks Triple H looking like a madman possessed. I actually really liked this match. I didn't think it was going to be long because of the injury angle, but it actually got a lot of time. Triple H really sold well, and he really told a great story. After 4 kicks, Sheamus finally won the match, and while Triple H was being helped up the ramp, he received a 5th kick from Sheamus, and he was taken out on a stretcher, so it's pretty much inevitable that Triple H will be written off for a while. But I'm glad Sheamus was finally put over in a pretty good match. Great match. 3 3/4 star. And then we had an Extreme Makeover match for the Women's Championship, Beth Phoenix versus Michelle McCool. I actually really liked this Divas match. Basically, it was an Extreme Rules match, but it had various household and makeover supplies around the ring. The commentary for this match was pure gold. Striker's the man. Actually, Michael Cole is actually pretty funny too. But Beth hit McCool with the Glam Slam and became the new Women's Champion. Very entertaining match. I'm glad that WWE put the strap on Beth. 1.5 stars. And then we had a steel cage match, Edge versus Chris Jericho. This was the match of the night. This was a phenomenal match. Both Edge and Jericho were selling their injuries perfectly, and that's what I liked about this match. That it wasn't like one dominated the other throughout. You know, it was toss up basically. The spot of the night throughout the pay-per-view was when Edge was on the top rope and Jericho jumped off and hit a sick code breaker. Probably one of my favorite code breakers that Chris Jericho has ever done. But from there, Edge dominated for the most part, and he won with the spear. Match of the night, one of the best this year. I really liked it. 4 1/4 star, very good. Then we had the main event, last man standing match for the WWE Championship, Batista versus Jon Cena. This was a pretty good match, although it was very slow paced. You had one hell of a sick spot when Cena gave Batista an attitude adjustment through the announce table on the steel steps. From the steel steps, you know, they were standing on top, and then he hit the attitude adjustment, went through the table, Batista did. And an interesting ending, Cena actually taped Batista's legs together around the ring post, and Batista couldn't get up, so he won the match. You know, the ending was actually pretty creative, and I didn't really mind it, because, I mean, we always see either a finisher happening or somebody goes through a table. At least they were creative with this one, so I'm not going to bash them for that. This match was basically a finisher fest, really, but the pace kind of killed it for me. I mean, if the pace would have, you know, the tempo was a little bit faster, then I probably would have liked this match a little bit more, but it was still a pretty good match, 3 1/2 stars. I know I'm going to get heat for this, but honestly, I really enjoyed this pay-per-view. 8.75 out of 10, guys. People said that this was the worst pay-per-view this year. I totally disagree. I guess those people had really high standards and, you know, can't deal with WWE's version of hardcore matches. You know, I'm used to it, and you know what, you have to move on, right? But anyway, guys, give me your thoughts on the pay-per-view. I know I'm going to get heat for this, whatever. Post your reviews as video responses if you want. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.